Hi there. How are all my third grade friends doing? Miss Coach here, just missing you guys and wanting to pick up on some of our story that we were reading earlier this school year. We got up to chapter 19 of The Last Kids on Earth Zombie Parade. And I'm going to read a chapter or two, depending on how long they are, every week. Remember, we left off with everyone following the sound of the shrieking, finding that evil alien tree that was eating zombies and spraying out their bones. And when they walked around to the other side of the tree, they all realized together with a sudden gasp that the chanting creature beneath the tree, seeming to honor it, was Thrall, who I thought was a good guy. So we have to get down to the bottom of this. Chapter 19. And I'll show you pictures throughout. What would Thrall be doing here? Thrall? Bartle was the one who seemed to have some hidden knowledge of the shrieking. Oh no, June says, snapping me back to attention. Alfred! Through the trees, I spot Alfred's flashing bicycle helmet. He's shuffled into the clearing, shuffling in to be eaten. My butler! No evil tree's gonna eat my butler! Quint grabs at my shirt. Jack, no! I shake him off and begin sneaking around the edge of the clearing. Every other moment, there's a sickening slurp and a howling moan as another zombie brain is devoured by the tree. Thrall's chanting grows louder and louder. I tiptoe out into the clearing. I come up behind Alfred like I'm doing some Assassin's Creed type stuff, but I'm not executing him. I'm saving him. I flex my fingers, feel the chainmail against them, and then he says, "Shh, Alfred, look at that." He has an oven mitt on his hand. Alfred instantly bites down on my hand, and I really hope Quint's chainmail gloves are as strong as he promised. Alfred's heels trace two rough tracks in the dirt as I drag him back into the darkness. When every last zombie's been swallowed, except for Alfred, Thrall stops chanting and begins to speak, and what he says is just, wow. See, Thrall says, Tree of Entry, hear my words. I planted you weeks ago. You have fed on undead humans so that you may grow. And now you are full. Now you are the door. The door that will bring Rezok, the ancient destructor of worlds, into this world. I gasp. Holy ravioli. Rezok the Ancient? That's the bad dude Bartle was talking about. And Thrall's trying to bring him here? Thrall's a servant of Rezok the Ancient, just like Blarg was. And Thrall is using this tree to bring Rezok into our world. The two large branches atop the tree pull apart, cracking, like ancient fingers separating. They slowly rise to form a V high above the tree. The branches glow red and blue as beams of energy begin to jump back and forth between them. In this strange window of glimmering, flickering light, a dim, blurry face appears, an inhuman face. And as it begins to speak, I realize with horror I'm staring at the face of Rezok the Ancient, calling to Thrall from another dimension. What of the key? What key will be used to open the Tree of Entry and bring me into the world? And that's the face of Rezok the Ancient, the Destructor. Get my glasses out of my way here. I look across the way to Quint and mouth, Key? Quint just shrugs. Rezok, my lord, Thrall says. I'm your servant. What of the key? The voice repeats. I must see this world for myself, and I cannot until you open the door. A group of human children are completing a bestiary, Thrall says. I have filled the bestiary with magical energy. When the bestiary's full, the essence of the creatures inside will transform the book into the key. There's a hard lump in my throat as realization floods through me. Thrall used us? I hunger, Rezok says. Our world is bare. When I enter this new world, I must eat. Yes, Rezok, Thrall says. There are many monsters close by that you can feast upon. I've gathered them. They know nothing of this. I alone am your servant. Does he mean the monsters at Joe's? Are they in cahoots with Thrall, or is he going to feed his friends to Rezak? Good, the voice growls, good. Soon, soon you shall bring me forth. And with that energy snapped away. The tree crackled and the window closed and the branches became still. This strange, evil, magical ceremony is now over. Thrall uses my hockey stick to slowly stand. Seeing that, it hits me. That's why Thrall was at the mall. He was hunting for monsters to fill the bestiary himself. And that's why the bestiary already had entries in it when Thrall gave it to us. Then he was injured. Thrall's injury's no trick. He knew that he could not fill the bestiary by himself anymore. And then the moment he saw the Louisville Slicer, the moment he realized that I felled Blarg, he knew we could help. Upon receiving the bestiary, we began doing his foul deeds for him. We were never simply documenting or recording. We were loading the magic book up with monster essence, so the book could become this key. A key to open the door tree thing. I've been a pawn in Thrall's game. I've never felt so foolish or naive or furious. Footsteps bring me back to the present. Thrall's walking to the edge of the clearing. I step into the shadows and he limps past me and I smell it. I don't smell any cheap cologne cover-up, I smell Thrall. And his scent is pure evil, the same scent as Blarg. I hold my breath as he turns to look back. His strange, inhuman eyes stare into the darkness. I can almost feel his gaze on me. Finally, he turns and tramps his way through the woods. And there's Thrall marching off into the woods. So could this be true? Thrall's really a bad guy? Chapter 20. What are we going to do? We're going to stop him. But how? I have no idea. And that is all the gang having a conversation out, walking out of the woods. What are we going to do? I jam a sweaty sock in Alfred's mouth so no one gets bit. And we run, run, run. We don't stop running until we get back to Big Mama. It's nearly dawn when Dirk gets us home to the treehouse, and we stumble out of the truck, collapse in the grass, pained, tired, and terrified. I'm relieved to be home, but I'm not relieved knowing that our time on Earth, the time of Earth, is going to be very, very, very short if we don't act quickly. And by act, I of course mean act like awesome, fist-flinging, sword-swinging heroes. I climb up into the treehouse. Inside, I slip the key into the snack lockbox. The rattling sound echoes in the morning quiet. I open it and stare down at the bestiary. What have I done? Frantic, I flip open the bestiary and begin tearing at the pages, trying to pry the essence loose, trying to rip it to shreds, but it doesn't work. Instead, I feel something like electricity shoot through me and I leap back. Quint comes rushing in behind me, reminding me there's no time for feeling sorry, no time for regrets, no time for anything but action, and maybe, hopefully, a chocolate chip mini muffin or two. We have to destroy the bestiary so Thrall can't use it to open the door and bring Rezak into this world, said Quint. What if it's like a Lord of the Rings thing? Like the book can't be destroyed? Jack and Quint having a conversation. Lord of the Rings, Jack? That isn't real. June says as she comes through the door. That's a fantasy novel. Did you not just see the giant talking tree and the monster servant? I exclaim. It couldn't have been any more Lord of the Ringsy if there were CGI orcs running around and white-bearded magneto wizards. June nods. Yep, fair point. Dirk comes in behind June. He rips the bestiary from my hand. I'll punch the book into nothing, he roars. Punch, 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 punch. After like the 19th punch, Dirk collapses. His knuckles are bright red. Well, that didn't work. I leap up onto the poker table. I grip the Louisville Slicer and bring it crashing down. It slams into the book, but I take the brunt of the blow. The tip of the blade splinters and I'm thrown backward off the table. June looks to Quint. I think we need more firepower. On it, Quint replies. There's Dirk trying to punch the book apart, which didn't work because it's protected by some magical spell. Boom, boom, bash. Well, it looks like everybody's trying to destroy the book in that picture. Nothing. After all that, nothing, no change. I turn to my friends. My shoulders are slack. All of us realize the same thing. This is totally a Lord of the Rings thing, and the bestiary is totally indestructible, and we're totally doomed. Maybe we could just hide it, Dirk says. Bury it somewhere where Thrall will never find it. I shake my head. Thrall will come for us. If we don't have the bestiary, he'll feed us to that crazy tree of entry. Or something worse than a tree, like monster bushes or hedges or shrubs. I can think of only one other option. One crazy last-ditch attempt. Guys, I say, if we can't destroy the book, then we have to destroy the tree. And that is chapter 21. So the next chapter, next week when we read, we'll start on, or that was chapter 20, sorry. Chapter 21 next week. You can watch the video anytime you'd like once you get it. And we'll continue on, and then maybe we'll read the next Last Kids on Earth after this. Have a great day, everybody. Miss you. Bye.